Hello, I'm Cass. Welcome to my second video in my old School Runescape Leagues 5 series. I hope you enjoyed the previous video I put up. It was a bit of a different style, I was experimenting with some specific things, and it was very fun for me to do. This week though, it's back to the usual style, and let's see how far we can get on this count. So first things first, I went to get an upgrade from Asgarnia. I was using a rune crossbow, but I got absolutely spooned. Here's the clip. Honestly, way better than the method I was doing. Oh my god. What? Did I seriously? Oh my god, stream luck. Seriously? First kill? Oh my god. I got ACV. First kill 5. Oh my god. What on earth? Okay, honestly, it's not my first KC. It's like 37 KC, but it's the first kill on stream. I then continued to farm Saradomin a bit more before doing some tasks to push on my next area and relic. Cut a red topaz, use Saradomin's light, kill a wyvern, use the party room, craft some air runes, and also decided to try and get one kill count across the God Wars dungeon. First things first, I tried to face tank Zamorak, and range 6 really carried, as well as Vanquer's Note. I was just ready to panic eat and then make it out alive. Then I went to try and unlock Kree for the Armadillo armor upgrade, and cue to me having no idea how to use the Myth Grapple. Turns out you need to use the grapple on a boat and then that on a rope. And after that, with the KC sorted, I went to fight Kree, and range 6 is just busted. It's almost AFK. So the only thing you need to take a note of is just stand in the corner and pray range. Then like Kree just melts. So then you exit the room and you come back in and Kree has respawned. So between that and getting a few more tasks done, like granite mining in the desert, churning some butter, crafting some cosmics, putting me at base 40s, I went to unlock my final area, Fremnik. It's not much of a mystery why I chose Fremnik. Fremnik opens up so many options for a range build. It gives you Ava's devices, Vorkath, and the Echo DK jewelry, which has so much range strength. So it's also twofold. It's so much content that I've never explored in the main game, so I decided to give it a try in Leagues. And I immediately went to knock out a few of the easier tasks. Whenever you unlock a new area, I highly recommend using the OSRS wiki and sorting the tasks by percentage completed. That should give you a really good idea, like a list of what are the easiest tasks to do. So I went and did that. Femi also gives me a lot of Slayer targets, and I'm looking forward to tackling some new tasks, especially those that have like better elks and better experience, so I can get to fighting Cerberus. So as I grind out some more of the easy tasks in Relica, getting closer to tier 7, finally they decided to use my new Armadillo crossbow and get some Echo KQ kills in. The fight has a bit of a learning curve, especially for someone who's not really done much PVM. But if I can learn it pretty quickly, I'm pretty sure most of you should be able to do that as well. The general idea is you look at the yellow bar that's happening above KQ's head, and that marks the charging rate of her special attack. In phase 1, you want to duck under her hitbox and then outside of hitbox every tick. It is a little finicky to try and get the timing to begin with, but once you get it, it should come pretty naturally. I like standing under in the second tile from the bottom of her hitbox, because that also lets me very easily click in her hitbox to move under her without like accidentally clicking to attack her. So I've made a couple mistakes, and I found that it's pretty easy to combo each with the damage. That gives you a lot of breathing room to try and negotiate the fight. Phase 2 is a lot easier though, and the gimmick of phase 2 is that when she activates her special attack, you need to dodge two tiles up or down, then wait for it to get baited, then you move back again. It's sort of like how you used to bait, if people play to hole, how you used to bait specific attacks and then move back and forth. So pretty easy. I was using a 2-tick weapon, so I had to delay my movements a little bit, but nothing too complicated. I still think phase 2 is easier than phase 1. One of the things I would recommend you do is you change the left click options for the other Calfights that spawn, because there have been a number of times where those other Calfights have messed up my movement and forced me to eat and get hit. So that would be one of the things I would do first in the fight. Once you get into the rhythm of it and like you get a few kill counts, it's super easy. This fight is one of the easiest echo bosses, I think. I think that's the general consensus. If you get good at it, you also shouldn't take any damage. But if you're lazy, you can just pray mage and just like try and eat through the physical damage. So yeah. She drops a few good supplies, so I highly recommend you guys go and try it out. I did manage to farm her blowpipe, and I got it at around 20 KC, even though somehow I can't find the footage for it. But I just chucked some rune darts in it, and I went to pick up my combat mastery, which was melee number 1, and to grab my next tier of relics. Okay, so on the topic of what relic I'll be choosing, I've been giving a lot of thought. My initial plan was to pick Pocket Kingdom because it would solve Blow, it would solve construction, it would solve quite a number of other skills at once too, mining and spitting, for example. But I've been looking at Grimoire a lot more, and I think Grimoire would be the right choice for me. Rigor is just too good to pass up, and I also get Thralls, which is consistent DPS. And the cons for picking Pocket Kingdom are the fact that I don't have golden guard, so it does take a while for me to like get the money I need to do Kingdom. And I also have Fremnik, which means I get the regular Kingdom anyway. So its value kind of goes down. Overgrown really isn't in the consideration for me because I don't mind doing my farm tasks, my farm runs, and I only really have one allotment patch, so I don't really think it's that powerful. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be going for Grimoire this leagues. Now, for all of you who have unlocked tier 7, the EXP multiplier is currently at its highest, 12 times. So if you have not done this, I recommend you go and do this like right now, which is cash in all your Fossil Island fossils. It is very, very powerful. There is about 2 million worth experience just sitting in fossils. And the idea is like doing certain activities on Fossil Island will grant you large, medium, small fossils. You clean them on Fossil Island, and then you turn them in at the exhibit downstairs, and they give you a lamp for each completed exhibit. It is very, very good, especially if you're doing other things like fletching while doing underwater thieving, for example. So you sort of get fletching experience, agility experience, thieving experience, and you also get these lamps. It is a little annoying because you can't bankers note them, but if you can get around to gathering enough of these, there is a lot of experience, and also you get experience from getting a lot of kudos as well. So that is also another plus point. You should really get around to doing this before you max. It can really push some of your skills from annoying to train territory into like, oh, I actually can do this pretty efficiently now. So after picking my relics and after getting all the experience from the museum, I decided to use my new blowpipe and Camp Kriara. Again, this fight is super easy. If you're range 6, you just sit there in the corner and like hit Kree. Kree was also very, very generous with the drops. I managed to get all 3 pieces of the Armado armor pretty quickly, and I even got the Armado God Sword shard. I'm still missing 1 piece to make the God Sword, which is another task. So I'm overall very happy with Kree. I think that Kree would definitely be the AFK task for me if I want to earn some kill count and get some tasks done for God Wars Dungeon. I might look into seeing if I can get some AVNC tasks, because that will also be very easy to slay experience too. So the end of the week, I went and got some more Tormented Demon kills. Once again, range 6, broken. You can just sit there on range and use a prior penetration and the fact that you don't miss and basically melt any Tormented Demon. Once you get the Tormented Synapse, which I got about after 100 KC, almost on drop rate, you should use that instead, because that completely just melts the boss, and that would make it easier for you to farm the other demon boom weapons too. So yeah, it's very good for Slayer experience, and that's basically how I finished up my week. So in conclusion, we got quite a bit done. I have the ACP, I have the Demon Bane bow, the Echo KQ blowpipe, and I've hit tier 7 of my relics, and I unlocked melee number 1. So it pretty much sets me up to like start maxing out in the coming days and getting more experience in Slayer so that I can do more PVM. So my next Leagues 5 video will be coming out soon, probably more in this style. And if you want to see more, make sure you like and subscribe. Love y'all. See y'all. Bye.